The family campaigning for a proper negation honor for tragic soldier Nathan Hunt, our negation being backed by the Army's former head. Nathan's parents want to add his name to the National Armed Forces Memorial in Staffordshire. Royal Engineers Warrant Officer Nathan served alongside Prince Harry in Afghanistan in 2008. Prince Harry reportedly felt devastated after he was forced to withdraw from Afghanistan during his days in active service. A pal of Prince Harry, Royal Marines veteran JJ Chalmers, made this claim while speaking to BBC podcasts about his days as an active soldier in the war zone of Afghanistan. He started off by saying, "Prince Harry has deployed to Afghanistan on Herrick 7. He was meant to be there for 6 months through the winter. But to be able to do that, and a media embargo had been put in place, that no one would write the story that he was there because for understandable reasons, that puts him at risk. It puts the mission at risk, but more importantly, it puts others at risk. And in the blink of an eye, he had to be removed from that situation, which was really tough for him. And I remember watching him come off the plane, and I didn't know him at this point, but I could see the heartbreak in his eyes coming back from Afghanistan, and adjusting to the real world is difficult enough as it is. But I could just see sort of disappointment. I think he came down the stairs off the plane and was picked up by, a car that took them off, but there must have just been a sense of I'm back in the real world. That's traumatic, that is traumatic. But the Ministry of Defense refuses, claiming his suicide and PTSD were not linked to his service. Lord Dannatt has now told he was saddened by the family's treatment and pledged to raise the issue in the House of Lords. He said, "The first issue is to get the MOD to issue a clear policy, and second to consider Nathan Hunt's case fairly, and hopefully, favorably." Nathan received a mention in dispatches for finding dozens of Taliban bombs and helped save many lives. His 23 years Army service included tours of Iraq, Bosnia, and Northern Ireland. He was found hanged at his Lincoln home aged 39 on January 2, 2018. That year Lord Dannatt introduced Nathan's parents to Prince Harry and Meghan. Last month Derek and Maria wrote to Harry asking for his support. As we reported, the prince wrote a moving reply saying he would always remember Nathan as a hero but was unable to help after losing his army titles. Derek said, "I'm delighted General Dannatt has agreed to help us. It seems he also feels that the MOD's decision is unfair." An ex-soldier himself, Derek claimed documents used by defense chiefs in the case contained errors. He said, "The MOD are more interested in protecting their reputation than trying to find out why Nathan took his own life. I also think they are trying to trash his reputation by saying that Nathan suffered from alcohol abuse and that he was aggressive." Those comments refer to his first marriage, which ended in 2003. He was never violent to his wife, but the marriage was in trouble, and like a lot of young men he thought the best way to deal with it was through drink. But to mention it in documents which were used to decide whether he should have his name added to the memorial seems very wrong.